Hi guys, this is Jackie from techjackie.com. We're currently video on SEO. First of all, if you're brand to this channel, make sure to press the subscribe button below so when I release a new SEO video like this, you get notified. Today we'll talk about what I call as hyper-focused PBN, which is the best type of backlink you can have. Now this hyper-focused PBN or this type of backlink is a backlink that essentially gives you the best bang for your buck, easiest to build, and also easier to build or get, the cheapest, and also it works for all types of niches, right? Whether you're local, national, e-commerce, whatever type of SEO you're doing on your website, your client's website, hyper focus PBN is designed to help you get the best type of rankings and always pretty much guaranteed to get you the results, right? So without further ado, let's get started. Now, first of all, what is a hyper-focused PBN? Hyper-focused PBN is a type of PBNs that I have actually been utilizing or been, basically playing around with for the past like couple of months, and I've been seeing some great results with it. Essentially, it's the type of PBNs where you put in the minimal amount of effort into building them, but can give you the best results for your SEO. And the fact that it is hyper focused means it is designed to move the keyword and that keyword only, or maybe just one or two keywords around it, right? So like what I mean by this is, for example, let's say your main keyword is roofing Los Angeles, right? Like let's say you want to rank for roofing Los Angeles. This is your main keyword of your website, of your main page. This hyper-focused PBN is a PBN or a website designed to give you a backlink specifically only to boost this keyword, or very relevant, like nearby relevant keywords like Los Angeles roofing, roofing Los Angeles, roofer Los Angeles, something like that, like very focused type of PBN essentially. And also it doesn't require a lot of effort, like, so just to kind of step back a little bit and explain what is PBN for those of you who kind of like maybe new to this or maybe haven't heard. PBN stands for private blog network. Essentially means this is a type of blog, but nowadays I don't like to kind of call it blog because you don't really need to make it as a blog. You can also make it as a website, simple website as well. So PBN is like essentially any kind of privately owned website where you are the owner of those websites. It can be one, it can be many, and they're built specifically to give backlink or to boost the ranking of your main website. So like, for example, this is your main website. You build some of these websites yourself, and then these websites, they're basically more or less like fake type of websites. They're not designed to really like do anything except the main job is to give backlinks to your main website. Now these websites can also generate leads or make sales on their own as well. It doesn't mean that you cannot rank them. It doesn't mean that they cannot get you business, but the main job of these websites is to only provide backlinks for your main website. This is the definition of PBNs. Now PBNs has been around in SEO for like years and years now, and even though a lot of people like to call them gray hat or black hat, or like Google has been basically like trying to to remove the PBNs or trying to penalize website using PBNs. But the thing here is PBNs, like no matter how many years it will pass, if backlinks is still the main part of the algorithms, PBNs will still works, right? And to be honest, we're not talking about cheap type of PBNs where like people just buy expired domains or any type of website and just set up using cheap WordPress theme, and then you're just gonna get away with just like linking to your main website. No, here we're talking about high quality type of websites that look and behave like a real website. Okay, so we're not just buying expired domains or any type of domains and set up website cheaply on them and then simply just linking to them. They should behave pretty much like a real website. If you can do that, then basically you cannot just like no, even like a real people, if a real people cannot distinguish between a PBN and a normal working website, then how can an algorithms, right, distinguish between it, right? So that's our goal. This type of PBNs, our hyper focused PBN, will be high quality websites that are designed to look like real working website. And the difference between hyper focused PBN and other type of PBNs is these type of PBNs are usually 1 to 5 pages in number of pages, so they're very hyper focused. They're designed to boost only the main keyword. So like, we're not just gonna, let's say your website is roofing Los Angeles, it is not designed to boost like all kinds of keywords on this website. It is designed to boost only that main keyword you want, right? So it is very focused, like 1 to 5 pages big, right? Not a big type of website. You don't have to even publish blogs on them. They can just be, general website, and it is super relevant to that main keyword. So let's say this is a roofing Los Angeles website. These PBNs, these websites, they're also going to be targeting very same or similar keywords. So it can be like roofing Los Angeles. These can all be targeting the same keyword as this. So 100% relevant or near 100% relevant, right? So as you can see here, these are very relevant websites, very focused, designed to help push the ranking of this main keyword only, compared to other general type of PBNs where, let's say, you have like a blog and the blog publish articles on different categories, right? So those type of PBNs, we're not going to use it. Those are like general type of PBNs where, it's a website more like a magazines type website where you publish articles on different categories, etc., etc. And there are also different keywords you want to, build this website on, right? But here we're talking about very specific type of website, usually about 1 to 5 pages big, that's it, and designed to boost only one main keyword or one main service only. Now if, let's say, your roofing Los Angeles have another main keyword, or let's say, I don't know, shingle repair, or commercial roofing Los Angeles, which is like another page, then this PBN again cannot be used. You have to again build another set of website to boost these keywords specifically. Again, very focused, very specific type of website backlinks, right? So this is basically what I mean by hyper focused PBN. Now the reason why this works so well is because number one is 100% or near 100% relevant. Number two, it requires very minimal amount of work. Like, all you need is just 1 to 5 pages of website built, and you don't really need to work a lot on these. You can just build them simply on WordPress or anything. Use like build a simple type of website, of course. Write some good amount of content on them. You can even use AI on them, and then you can just leave them like that. And then obviously we're gonna do some other things around with it as well, which I'm gonna discuss in a second after this. But that's pretty much it. You can just pretty much build this website like one every week, right? So by the end of the month, you can have like, I don't know, 4 websites ready, right? By the end of the month. In the second month, you can start using them already to boost your main website, right? That's how quickly you can use them. That's how like easy you can use them, and they're so effective. And I'm telling you, you don't really need a lot of these to get your website the result, right? So okay, here's the explanation about what is a hyper focused PBN. It's a very specific type of PBN designed to boost only one topic or keyword only. If you have to expand the pages, you just have to build more PBNs for those as well, right? So now here's how we're gonna do it, right? Here's how we're gonna do it. So first, what we need is obviously the website, right? The first phase, the phase 1 of this is building, right? So we're gonna build these PBNs out. So how do we build these PBNs to be the best way? Number one, we're gonna focus on fresh new domain, right? We're not gonna go with any expired domains. Now, the thing here is you can use expired domain, but the problem here is it's gonna be near impossible to find like a good expired domains or age domains, auction domains, whatever you want to use, that are super relevant to your main keyword. So let's say you want to rank again back to roofing Los Angeles. You have to find like PBNs on roofing Los Angeles or roofing San Diego or something like that, very relevant to this, right? It's going to be very difficult to find. And secondly, nowadays, finding these, like using these age expired domains and all these, I don't usually see a lot of results from them. I mean, some people still see results, but like, compared to the efforts and the price you pay for them, I don't see them always working as good as compared to, let's say, fresh new domains, right? So we're gonna start off with a fresh new domain that is super relevant, near relevant, 100% relevant to your main keyword. And then secondly, we're gonna also, build out a simple site, right? You can use WordPress, you can use HTML, etc., right? Whatever you want to use. It's gonna be very minimal type of website, 1 to 5 pages big. That's it. You don't have to go crazy on them, but and then that's gonna be it, right? And then third, we're gonna use like general hosting as well. So we're not going to use any cheap hosting for this. Again, like I said, these websites should behave and work as if it's a real working website. We're not going to go cheap on this. So you can use, you can buy cheap type of hosting, but it doesn't have to be very cheap. Like you can use like, for example, I don't know, like SiteGround, right? SiteGround also has very good deal. Hostinger, right? All these cheap hosting that are good enough for general businesses, but not as cheap as PBN hosting, for example. Like there are also specific type of PBN hosting that are built specifically for PBNs, and those are generally very cheap ones, and they're not really high quality, or at least good enough, average enough to look like a real website, right? So Google does check on the IPs, on the hosting, and all that as well. So that's gonna be it, right? Phase one is building. Always use fresh new domains that are that you can easily work, and then build out simple website. Use general high quality or medium or general type of website hosting companies. Don't go really cheap on this. And then fourth, we're gonna also connect it to Search Console if you want, but again, I like to do it because I want to see the performance of this website as well. Like our goal is to make it also rank, right? We don't want to just build a website and then just link out. Our goal is to get these website ranking as well. Get them into at least in the top 100, right? So I want to see in Search Console as well. And then we're gonna leave it for a month. Leave it for about 1 month, right? Then phase two. Phase two comes. Okay, so fresh new domain, build a simple website, and then do SEO, like optimize it as well. You can use AI content, whatever. And then phase two comes the the nurturing part, right? Nurturing. So what do you mean by nurturing here? Now these websites, remember, we just build them out. They're on a fresh new domains. They don't have any power. They don't have anything to basically transfer to your website. So let's say these are your PBNs, right? After first month they're built. Okay, then they start ranking as well, right? Let's say they start ranking the top 100 or something like that. That's a very good sign. The second part, the second phase is nurturing. We're gonna start essentially building backlinks to these websites as well, right? So the reason why we build backlinks to these websites is because these websites, they have zero authority. If you just simply use them straight away, pointing to the website directly, they're not gonna have any power or authority to transfer to your website. So that's why we're gonna be building some authority to these websites first. And for these links that we're gonna build to these websites, you can use any type of cheap links. It can be press release, it can be comments, backlinks, it can be you can go very creative on this. It doesn't have to be super high quality. It can even be cheap guest posts, link insertions, whatever. Just build some type of links to these websites so you can build that authority a little bit and get them ready to transfer to your website. So in the phase 2 part, we're going to be building backlinks to our PBNs, right? You don't have to go crazy, can just use cheap type of links and all that, those kind of stuff, right? And then also like citations, right? And then you're also going to be building citations. Again, we want to really mimic these websites to look like a real working website. So besides general backlinks, also build some citation to them as well with name, address, phone number. Make them look super legit, right? This is our goal. Okay, and then we're gonna, wait 2 to 3 weeks, and then the third phase is just, point to your main site. So after the links that you have built start settling down, about 2 to 4 weeks, again about maybe next month or 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I mean, that's up to you, but I generally like to wait for at least about 2 weeks after the links are built. We're gonna start linking directly to the main website, right? You can link all of them all in one time, or you can slowly drip feeding or slowly linking to your main website. Like the first link comes and then next week the second link comes, something like that. It depends on you, right? Doesn't really matter. We're not building like a large amount of links here. We're just using like 3-4 websites, so it's super fine to use to do it, right? And when you link to the main website, we're gonna mainly use the home page, right? So always use the home page. Why? Because let's say this is a 3-page website. So let's say this website has like 3 pages. When you build links in the second phase, right? When you build link in the second phase, if you build all of your links to your home page, then the home page, the page you're getting the link from, is going to be the most powerful page. That's why we're going to use the home page to link to your main website, right? But if you build all of your links to your inner page, then we're going to use the inner page as your linking page. But again, mostly people are going to build links to home page. So that's why we're going to be using home page to link directly to the main website, right? So point 3 is we're going to point to your main website. So mainly we're going to use the home page to point to the main site, right? And that's it, right? That's it. For the anchor text, you can use the exact keyword. You can use partially keywords. It doesn't really matter. Like at the end of the day, these websites are super relevant. They're going to pass 100% or near 100% relevancy. It's going to have some authority since you're going to be building links to them. And you're not going to need a lot of these to get your website ranking up as well. They're going to be very quickly to show results too. Like this website, you can imagine like it's the best type of links you can get, right? It's relevant, it's somewhat authoritative, and it's also high quality. These websites also rank on Google search as well, and who knows, they might be getting some traffic as well. So that even adds an extra layer of trust and quality to these websites, right? As you can see, very simple, just 3 phase: building, nurturing, and then use them, right? Point to your main website. And like I said, it doesn't have to be very complicated. You can just, build them one site every week. So at the end of the month, you would have like 4 websites ready for your website. But the key idea is to always make it hyper focused, because the less relevant they become, the more authority you need to build to them, right? Like basically, let's say this is a website that is not much relevant to your main keyword, then you have to build more links to them to increase the authority, and that will add more cost to your money, to your campaign, right? And to top it all off, these links also help with your Google Business Profile ranking as well, because they're super relevant local type of link. Let's say if you target the local keyword, it's going to help with your Google My Business or Google Business Profile as well, because one of the factors that really help with the GBP for profile ranking is getting a relevant local backlinks, right? So that's it. Like very simple, very straightforward. Remember, start with a fresh new domains. If you can find expired domains that is super relevant, you can try going for it. But again, there are more nuance to that that I don't want to discuss in this video of why I would choose fresh new domains, but it's always my preference to use fresh new domains nowadays. And then just build some authority to these, and then lastly use them to link to your main website, right? Rinse and repeat, and then you can all at the end of probably 2-3 months you will be dominating your Google ranking results, right? So that's all for it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.